Right, hello and welcome to my South Pole kit and equipment pile. Doesn't look too bad actually, but on the bulk that I'll be pulling along, we're looking at pulling 60 or 65 kilograms of stuff. So there's all this plus all the food, which is a massive amount of the thing to carry, and all the fuel. Anyway, so just a quick sort of tour. These are my skis, probably one of the more important bits of kit that I really don't want to lose on the flight out. They're Norwegian Amundsen skis, three pin and a free heel system, but also we've put these stickers on to give me a bit of motivational messages as I go along. 40 days, minus 40 degrees, across Antarctica, so in the expanse of whiteness I'm hoping that these messages will keep me going. Choose your attitude, no matter what happens to you, you can choose how to react and what your attitude is going to be. My left and right stickers, because I'm not very good at remembering my left from my right, although we are essentially skiing in a straight line. And then we've got pride is forever, so one of our phrases is pain is temporary, pride is forever. So no matter what pain I might be experiencing at the time, the way I behave and stepping up to the challenge is important. And then I've got Gutsy Girl on here because one of the charities who are benefiting from this is called Gutsy Gastros. So that's my skis, very important, and these are my lovely, lovely boots from Canada. All this stuff is from Alaska and Canada and Norway and all over the world basically, but these gorgeous orange boots are really comfortable, really warm, and they'll be the ones that I'll be clipping into my boots every day. I've obviously got my ski poles, so that's the ski bit of things. I'm just coming in here amongst it all. I've got some stuff you probably anticipate me having, but also a bit of crazy stuff going on. So, down here, I've got various pieces of head and face protection. You probably weren't expecting to see this though. When I get to the South Pole, one of the things I'm thinking of doing is dressing up as one of the princesses in Frozen. So that's for that. But very heavy face protection. My face will be covered every day really, totally, with the goggles, and then a bit of fleece coming down from the goggles, and various balaclavas and face masks. For drinking, I'll be making at least 1 litre to 2 litres of hot liquid for each day. So we'll be carrying thermoses and Nalgene bottles, and one of these will also end up being my pee bottle. So if it gets a bit stormy and I need to go in the tent, I'll be using one of these. This is called a Whizz Freedom, and if it's very stormy outside and I'm in my tent and I need to relieve myself, I shall be using this and a larger one of these. So there's that. Electronics. I've got my GoPro, so that'll be for videos and photos mostly. We've got a yellow brick tracking device, which will be sending out a signal every 6 hours, tracking my progress. Solar panel for charging all of this. Kindle for a nice cosy night in the tent, and a bit of relaxation after we've done everything. So there's some electronics there, solar panels, GoPro, iPhone, Kindle, and the tracker, very important. Personal hygiene and first aid. My feet are the thing I'm most worried about, getting blisters, so I've got lots of tape and compeeds and various ointments and glide lotions to keep my feet as sensibly healthy as I can. One of my favourite things is my fur ruff. This is actually wolverine fur from Alaska, and we've sewed it onto my hood here. The reason you use wolverine is it's one of the best furs for snow and cold conditions because it doesn't freeze up. So once this is on and over my face, it will create a sort of little climate within my face area to stop all the cold conditions coming in, and this won't freeze or ice up. So that's super cool and I love it. What else have we got? Obviously clothing. I've got loads of clothing, so base layers, thermal layers, fleeces, jumpers, various trousers. Lovely snug booties down at the front here. which are like duvet slippers. So I'm going to wear those when I get back because they're lovely. What else have we got? And then finally, I think the bedding system. We've got a basic foam mat on the floor of the tent. Then we've got a nice hand pump expedition down mat. So this one you pump up by hand, so your breath when you're blowing it up doesn't freeze within it and creates ice. So it's a hand pump down filled mat. And then I think possibly Prince Harry's sleeping bag that he used when he did the last degree going to the South Pole recently, but one of the Walking with the Wounded super special, full of down 5 season sleeping bag. And then it all goes into here, so that at the end of each night you just slip it all into this bag and then put it straight onto your pulk, so you don't have to keep rolling up and decompressing the down mat every night. So the system is put it on there, put it on top of the pulk, ski all day, 1 hour a day, 1 hour and then stopping for 7 minutes, and then you just slide it all into your tent at night when you're a bit tired. Finally, it is Christmas while I'm away and 2 of our team of 4's birthdays, so I've tried to buy the lightest Christmas present I can, which will also decorate our tent. So I've got some inflatable reindeer at Father Christmases and snowmen, which I'm going to give out as Christmas presents on Christmas Day, wherever we will be. That's a rough summary of all the kit. There's lots more stuff, but just to give you an idea of the sorts of things I've had to research and buy and sort out for this trip.